Bilgehan Ozturk is a researcher at the SETA Foundation for Political, Economic and Social Research. He joins us now from Ankara. Thanks so much for speaking to us. You know, diplomatic efforts have not lived up to the hopes and expectations that many had, yet they still seem to be the only peaceful option here. So what is next as far as diplomatic and political steps are actually concerned?
Yes, Turkey is trying, its best to achieve some results via diplomatic efforts, on its counterparts with Russia. But the past experience show us that, unless President Putin and President Erdogan get together, there will be no meaningful and tangible outcomes of these talks. And if you remember, this is the second round of talks between the officials, Turkish and Russian officials, held in Ankara, and there was a previous round as well. But the previous round did not yield any tangible results. So it is also partly because there are unbridgeable differences, divergences between Turkey and Russia with regards to the fate of Idlib. Russia is supportive of Syrian regime's aggressions, and Russia is also sharing the ultimate goal of regime, which is to take over Idlib altogether.
Absolutely.
And the violations and aggressions for the past quite a while, trying to reach the goal of taking over Idlib by causing a huge wave of influx of refugees, getting rid of this population. That is why the air strikes and the military engagement targeting, bakeries and hospitals, civilian residential areas, rather than the armed groups' position, which are known to everyone, even the Russian and Syrian regime forces.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I was going to say, because you very clearly stated what Russia's underlying position really is. So describe Idlib. What is the end game for Idlib if these diplomatic and political efforts fail, as they have so far? What happens to Idlib? What happens to greater Syria? Is it taken by the regime?
Well, that is the ultimate goal of regime, and Russia seems to be supportive of it. But when it comes to the end game in Idlib, it will be also determined by Turkey's reaction. And I think Turkey is aware that without showing force on the ground, flexing its muscles, it is hard to get Russia on table. If you remember, yesterday there was an offensive on the ground supported by Turkey, and Turkey paused that offensive, called it off just for the sake of preserving its good relations with Russia, because Russia demanded talks. That is why Turkey applied to that position. But unless Turkey undertakes a military engagement on the ground, a meaningful, punishing military engagements towards regime, I think there will be no diplomatic solution to that. And that is why I believe, starting from tomorrow, yes, definitely it will be clearer after President Erdogan's statement tomorrow. But I think Turkey has to flex its muscles and raise the level of escalation by targeting Syrian regime forces in a more punishing way. And I think today's developments in Idlib, like shooting down the helicopter, is showing the determination and the capacity of Turkey in that regard.
Bilgehan Ozturk, thank you so much for joining us there. We appreciate it.